Okay, welcome back. Okay, so let's start to set up our grid view for an entry. So let's create another columns. So right click, then edit columns. Then we will add column for the price. Okay, unit of measure. Unit of measure. Unit na lang. Okay, let's add. Then we will add the cost. Our header is cost. Then we will add the quantity purchase. Then we have amount column. So our header is amount. Add. Okay, so let's set some settings to our grid view. So I want that when I select a record, so it will select whole row. So let's make this multi-select false so that only one row can be selected. Then selection mode, full row select. Then for fixing the columns, auto size column, I will make this fill. Okay, and that's it. So let's try to look at our layout. So as you see, we have this form. So we will add text box for product and quantity. Okay, quantity for purchase only. So in this program, we are going to type the name of our, or search our product, then how much is the quantity, then we will add, then it will get this data from our table products, just like unit, quantity, cost, price. That will be loaded, and that data will be loaded to our data grid view. Okay, so let's add some another text box for quantity. Control V. Okay, so this is for the quantity. Let's add. Okay, so let's add some label. Okay, let's call this search product. Then enter quantity. So when we search the product, then the value of our text box, so this one I will rename this one as txt product. This one is txt quantity. Okay, so the product name will be loaded to the product, and the unit, so we will pull the data to our table, TBL products table. So we have unit here, and also the cost. So the cost, we will no longer enter the cost because it's already added to our, we have cost field here. So we'll pull out the cost data, and the amount, so we will multiply the cost in the quantity, so that is the amount. Then we will create another, we will add another text box for our total amount. Okay, total amount. Okay, I'm sorry, our label total amount. Okay, Then we will save. Let's add a save button here. Save, and we will rename this one to btn save. Btn save. This one we will rename this one to txt total. So we have successfully designing our form. Now let's add a code for search. Okay, so I will make a dynamic search. So I will add a list box. Okay, not that one. List box. Okay, I will position the list box here. So every time I type in my text box, it will search for a match data on my prod name under product table. So the name of our text box list box is list box 1. I will call this LST product. Okay, so I will hide this one first and turn off the visibility to false. So when I search, so when I type, so this is under text change event to our text box. When I type, it will query this, and if there are queries found, so it will be loaded to our list box. Okay, so it will be loaded to our list box. So let's add some code for search. So first let's connect to our database db. Okay, so let's add our database first. Connect. So we will call our class connect db new connect db. Okay, so then we will open our connection db.connection conDB open. Then let's conDB.close. Then we will create a query. So select product. Okay, we will select the prod name under table products. Select prod name from tbl products, where prod name. So we will use, instead the equal, we will use the like. Then we will add some parameter, prod name. Okay, then we will create a MySQL command so that this query will be executed. MySQL command to argument. Here we have first argument is the query, the second is the connection, which is under the DB class. Okay, then we will assigning a value to our parameter. Okay, so our parameter is prod name. Then we will be assigning a value, which is the value of our text box, the text. Okay, so we'll add a %. Then we will execute. Okay, so after executing, or we can use the okay, we can limit the search to 5 or 10. It depends on you. So maybe 10, so that it will not load all the records from table product. MySQL data adapter DA, MySQL data adapter, so cmd So we will execute the command, then we will put on a data table, tt new data table, then we will fill our data table, tt. Okay, then we will count if we have found some search of our query by counting the number of rows count. Okay, if count is greater than 0, so meaning may nakuha tayong data from our search, so magvi-visible si list box. Visible is equal to true. Okay, kung wala, kung 0, ibabalik niya to false. Then let's add or let's populate our list box that items that add. Let's populate from our data table. Okay, so let's try to populate. So in order to populate, let's create a data set. Let's create a data set, then ds new data set. So we have created a data set, then we will fill the data set from our data adapter. Okay, so data set, so the data set takes two argument, the name of our data set, then the initial table name, for example product. Okay, then so when we count the data row and tapos may makuhang query. Okay, so let's populate our list view. Okay, so to populate our list view, we will get data from our data set. So gagamit tayo ng loop, for each loop. Okay, si for each loop, mag-add tayo ng data. So we will use the row, data row. We use data row. Okay, data row class. Then we'll create a row. Then then from dataset table. Okay, then our table name is this one. So we create a temporary name for our table. Then we will access the data by rows. Okay, so then we will now access the individual rows of our data set. Then we will add the row, then what fields, no? We'll add the row, the field is prod name, that to string. Okay, so it will pull out the data from here and load it to our list items. Then it will make the product visible if there's a record found in this query. So let's try purchase Milo. Okay, you see, if nothing found, okay, our list box must be clear. If nothing found, else, so every time that I type, I will clear my list box. Clear. Okay, so that the data will not be loaded twice. Okay, transaction purchase. When I click Milo, okay, when I click Palmolive, okay, when I click Ovaltine, okay. So I want to move to the list box by pressing the arrow down. Okay, by pressing the arrow down key, the cursor must be focused on this list box. Okay, so let's add some key down event. Let's add some key down event. So here, so let's create a key down. So we will track the key typed by the user. So if e dot, so let's track the key down key. If the user press the key down key under txt product text box, so it will be send the focus to our list box. So we will try to check what is the key code of our arrow down first. Okay, so show key code. So let's get the key code. So when I press the space bar under here, so the key code of space bar is space, the key code of arrow down is down. So if key code is equal to down, so meaning the user is pressing the arrow down key. Okay, let's make this one to string. Okay, if the user click the arrow down, the focus will be go to the list box. Try when I type Milo, when I press down, okay, so it will send. Okay, we'll go to the focus, then the list product that selected index equal to 1. So we will select the first row, okay, or the first item on the list. Okay, purchase. When I press Milo, arrow down, oops, value is not a valid selected index. Okay, let's start with the 0. Transaction Milo, okay, C, then Ovaltine, then when Palmolive, okay, we can select. Okay, when we press enter, if we are in this list box, when we press enter, so we will search. So we will perform a search from our table products, then we will get the unit, the quantity. So we will get first the, okay, so when the user press the enter key here, okay, so let's add another key down again, key down. So when the user press the key down, so let's check first what is the key code for enter. Message box that show. Okay, let's try to see the key code of enter. Okay, let's check. Okay, P, and we try to press enter. The key code is return. Okay, so if the user hit return, so under key code, so if key code to string equal to return, so meaning the user press the enter key. So when after pressing the enter key, so the text product, that text will receive data from list box that text. Okay, then the list box will become invisible. Okay, save. Let's try to Milo, then press enter. Okay, so that's it. Enter Palmolive, enter, or we will enter Ovaltine. Okay, so what if the user click? So same. So when the user click, so let's add a click event here. So let's add a click event. So when the user clicks, just copy this one, copy and copy. Okay, so when we search Palmolive, enter. When we search for Ovaltine, then we click. Okay, then when we add, when we click add, so it will add. Then also the quantity will be added when we press the add. Okay, so let's modify this one. So the quantity is under column 0, 1, 2, 3, column 3. Okay, it's in the column 3. Copy paste this one. txt quantity column 3. Okay, so transaction, when I type Ovaltine, okay, enter quantity 5. When I add, so it will add the 5. So we will get some data from our tables, such as the unit, the cost, and the amount. So the amount will be multiplied by the amount equal to quantity purchase multiplied by cost. Okay, so when we add, so when we click the add, so we will pull out data from our table. So I will just create a class. Okay, add a class here. You can create a class anywhere. So I will create a class that will pull out data such as unit, quantity on hand, price. So I will create another class here, public class, public product. Or we will create another class for product. Add new in class. I call this product. Add. Then I will system that skill client. Okay, so in my product, db new unique db. Then I will create another public. It's a public class that will get the unit. Okay, so then we will put some parameter like product name, prod name, then return. Okay, so we will create a connection db.con db.open. Then we will close. Okay, so we'll create a query, string query, select. So I will get the unit from TBL products, where prod name is equal to, okay, I'll make a parameter name. So then I'll create a MySQL command, MySQL data MySQL client. So now I will use MySQL command, cmd new MySQL command. So we'll get the query, then we have this db.conDB, then we'll add data to our parameters, then we'll stored data from prod name. Okay, then we will execute scalar because we will be getting only one data that match the name. Okay, so we're getting the data and the result will be put on the R variable. Then we will string, then we will return. Okay, so you get the unit here, then we add for get the C price, then the C price is decimal, then this would be converted to decimal also, convert to decimal. This one is decimal, then we will return. Okay, so now we are getting the unit and the cost price. Okay, let's go back to our form purchase. So in order to access the class from our products, so let's declare a class product, new that product. Okay, so we will be adding the unit first. So the unit is in column 1, under we will call the product, then this product will add some parameter, product dot get unit first, then you can take a parameter that will match to this query prod name. So we will get the prod name. The product name is on the text box. Product.text. Then we will also get the cost. Okay, the cost is in column 3. Okay, product dot get cost price. Okay, same argument, no? Okay, same parameter. Okay, let's try. Okay, like Milo. Okay, enter quantity 5. Add. Oops. What happened? Input string was not in correct format. Oh, so this must be C price. Okay, check again. Milo 5. Okay, it's okay. The unit, the quantity. Milo unit. Palmolive. Okay, so unit get product get unit. So this is the get unit, so we will return the unit. Let me get the unit. We will return the C price, but why? Okay, this is the quantity. This is 2. Okay, so Milo add. Okay, so Milo is in pieces. Then we have the cost 5 pesos, so that cost came from here. Milo. Let's try to search for Palmolive. Let's enter. Then we have one item add, so 1, so we have the cost 10. So this is now the cost. So we will now compute the total amount. Okay, the amount is to multiply this 2. Then we will the quantity and this one, we will multiply this one. Then we will assign to column 4. So we will multiply txt quantity the text, so we will convert to decimal. Convert to decimal times product this one. So don't need to convert because this is already a decimal. Okay, try. So Palmolive. Okay, so quantity 5. You see, 10 times 5, 50. Milo quantity is 2. Okay, you see. So we will total here. Okay. So we will total. So every time that we will add, we will total here. So we will create a total and assign this to this text box. Okay, so we will add another function. Okay, you can use a function here. Private void get total amount. Okay, so in getting the total amount, just create a for loop. Then first we will count the number of rows. Okay, for example, so what we are going to do is to Example, Milo, then palm leaf. So we will try to count the number of rows here. Then that's the time, or that is the iteration we are going to do. Okay, so first we will count the number of rows to our data grid view, data grid cart. So rows that count. Okay, so after counting, we will create a loop. Okay, so our loop will start to from 0 and ends with, so while I is less than R, I will be adding 1. Okay, then we will create a variable for total, decimal total, so we'll assign it 0. Then we will add the value of our this one. We will get the value of this one and we will add it to total plus. Okay, so we will convert this one to decimal. Convert to decimal. Convert to decimal. Okay, so every time that will create a loop, the value of our cell 4 or column 4 will be added to our total. So our initial total is 0. So every time that will add, will also compute for the amount. Okay, so check purchase Milo 2. Oops, what happened? Index. Okay, so we will assign first txt total that text, convert this one to, okay, we will just assign, we call, then assign txt total that text, so we will display the total string. Okay, index was out of range. Okay, not R but I, because this is only our reference. Milo, then 3. Okay, so record the 15, palmolive, then 1, add, so 10 is equal to 25. So that's it. So next we will save all of this entry to our database.